Welcome back to the Sonic the Hedgehog commentary. This is part 4. In the last part, we got all the Chaos Emeralds and we defeated Dr. Eggman for the first time, the third time, in Scrap Brain Zone. I don't remember. I have amnesia.
You can never defeat Eggman.
This is Labyrinth Zone. It has black sidebars, which basically means on my televisions it's just a box. This is the first water zone in Sonic the Hedgehog. In the majority of the Sonic games, there's a water level. And this was because Yuji Naka, who was one of the head creators of Sonic the Hedgehog, thought that hedgehogs couldn't swim. He just assumed they couldn't swim, when hedgehogs can swim, just as good as any other mammal. Can you swim, Patrick?
I could swim just as good as any other.
And this zone right here introduces what is without a doubt the most memorable piece of video gaming music of all time.
Oh yeah.
The drowning music.
Yeah.
It is scary as hell.
Will we see any of it?
I think so. I think I did it on purpose, obviously. On purpose. Yes.
I think this is my favourite visual level so far. It looks really good.
One thing there that we completely talked over is the fact that I did a shortcut. If you hit that switch, you rewind after I tell you. If you hit the switch. If you hit the switch that I did, and then ride that platform up, you can get on that platform. And this basically reduces the level, which everyone hates because of how long it is, to really short. In fact, I think we're done. So that's one thing people don't like about Labyrinth Zone. Yeah, it's the fact that it's long and it's boring, which I don't agree with.
That wasn't that. A minute and a half.
Yeah, but I took a shortcut, Patrick. Yeah. Were you not listening?
Yeah, how long would it normally be?
I don't know.
They should start learning to take the shortcut.
Yeah, I actually found that shortcut when I was bored one day and decided to type Labyrinth Zone speed run into YouTube. One thing that happened... Oh, we're getting a bit of slowdown. I don't know if you are. But one thing is that now that we're not going for the Chaos Emeralds, once you pass the flag at the end of the level, you have the ability to jump just as the music ends, and if you're in the air, you will be able to walk back onto the screen. Can't do that in Sonic 4. Snivel, snivel, snivel. If you can see, there are spiked balls up the ass. Oh my god, no!
Oh, the death music.
This music scared me as a child. But no, what am I saying? When I was a child, I didn't make it to this level. I was like, this scared me as a 15-year-old. No, yeah. And usually at this point, I'm actually trying to get Chaos Emeralds. Because you can't get Chaos Emeralds if you take that shortcut. Because there aren't enough rings on the shortcut. And so this is your most visually appeasing level. Appeasing. Yeah. Appeasing. One thing I'll talk about before we go off on another 50 tangents is that the spike glitch. The spike glitch is a thing in Sonic 1, is that if you get hit, in most platforms there's an invincibility time frame. When you get hit, you're momentarily invincible, you can't get hit. But if you get hit and then land on a spike, you are dead instantly. Which is not very nice.
Doesn't sound very nice.
That's an Orbonaut right there. I forgot to get the manual! They're real dicks. He had a penguin inside him. So Patrick, what did you want to talk about? Films? Women?
I don't know.
Murder?
Favourite video game?
Secret.
Secret. Why?
It is.
Okay.
Favourite Sonic game? Okay.
Sonic Riders. Despite everyone else
hating it.
Yeah.
Favourite Sonic game? I think Sonic Adventure. I don't know why. I like Sonic Adventure. In my opinion, the best Sonic game is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which we'll get to. I have not yet recorded it. I don't know why, but my Sonic 3 and Knuckles, my cartridge, all the files disappeared on it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, so I've had to remake them. I don't want to have to play as Tails again. Oh yeah, this section right here is infinite. If you don't jump at these points, you're going to be falling forever. And by that, I mean, it's not you miss the jump, you're falling forever. It's that if you don't jump, you will just keep falling forever and ever. one thing that a lot of people hate Marble Zone. Yeah, a lot of people hate Marble Zone, but I was talking about Labyrinth Zone because that's the level we're on.
Yes.
I actually did pretty well. I managed to beat it quite quickly, to the point where there is another level in this part. Starlight Zone, the next level, which we'll get into later.
Oh.
And I got a spike up the ass. What is your favourite game of all time, Patrick? You don't play as many video games as me, because you have a life. And I'm homeschooled. And I don't have any friends.
On a specific console or
anything. I don't know. Okay, what's your favourite modern game? Come out.
I liked Assassin's Creed 2 quite a lot.
Yes, I liked Assassin's Creed 2. I haven't got Revelations. No. I lost interest in the series.
Yeah. I think they should have
changed the bleeding character.
Yeah,
He's too old.
It's ridiculous.
I hope we don't speak too loudly, because otherwise our viewers' ears will bleed, and that's not really what you want to do to your ratings. That's what's his name? Borrowbot. That's the name of the enemy. Am I a nerd for knowing all the enemies' names? Probably not, because I don't know all the enemies' names.
No.
You see that?
See
those? Those are not pieces of cheese, they're corks. They float. One thing that happens is when this was a level where I was older, I got stuck on a lot, because that section right there, I could never make it up to the top, and the water wouldn't fall down for me, but apparently it does. And we're getting to the boss. I swear we're going to get there eventually. This is my least favourite boss in the game. It's most people's least favourite boss in the game. And you're going to see why here. Because it's not a boss fight. Eggman is in the Pussymobile. He's running away. And you're going up this corridor with a bunch of things coming at you. So you have 3 hits. But you want... One thing I like to do, though, is the fact that you can actually hit Eggman 8 times. All you need to do is to get to the top. If you hit Eggman 8 times, he's going to explode, like he always does. And in one of my past recordings, I actually managed to do that. And I was really pleased with it. But I didn't here. But to be honest, with the difficulty and the annoyance of this boss fight, I'm just glad, because of the recording curse, to have made it to the top alive. And look at that, fire underwater. That's one thing I hate with video game commentaries, is when people say, oh look, fire underwater, that defies physics. No, you can have fire underwater if it's gunpowder. Gunpowder, when burned, exudes oxygen. What does fire need to survive? Oxygen. And we beat Labyrinth Zone, but the part is not over. The part is not over because it was too short. We are now on Starlight Zone, which is many people's favourite zone in the entire game. The reason for that is because it's fast. A lot of people really like the music in this zone. Patrick, listen to it and think of how... Try listening to it. What do you think of the music? Oh, not that music. We'll get back to you on that. That's the invisibility music.
Alright. Nah. When that stops, I'll have a listen.
But yeah, this level for me introduces what is without a shadow of a doubt the worst part of Sonic the Hedgehog. Fans. Did you see what I did there?
Is that one of your...
That was one of my jokes, yes. Because I'm mocking the fan base.
Yep.
The fans suck on Sonic the Hedgehog. Doesn't have green eyes. And stuff where they nitpick about so many things, it's ridiculous. Then again, I am part of the Sonic fan base. Okay, now, try listening to the music.
Okay, but you're not a nitpicker.
No.
I can hear it just.
Yeah.
And very good for a video game.
Well, yeah, I think that, definitely. But a lot of people consider this their favourite music track in the game. I don't particularly like it that much. I'm going to be shocked for saying that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of odd. Most people say this is the best track in the entire game. I disagree. But then again, but there are a lot of people that don't think it's the best track in the entire game. But that's the same with Sonic 3 and Knuckles. A lot of people, including myself, think Ice Cap is the best music track in the entire game. But a lot of people think it's not. We have a bit of a diverse fan base here. Oh, look, a spring. Oi! Sonic the Hedgehog. A lot of people say that Sonic the Hedgehog is just running from loops, which I disagree with.
I haven't seen that many.
Yeah.
Probably that 10.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles had a lot of loops in it.
Yeah. That's probably one of the first things that comes to mind.
Those are Orbinauts. Evil cousin. I know that phrase has been used a lot, but it's true. They don't shoot their spikes off, so they're always there, so you can't kill them. Unless you take damage intentionally. One thing I haven't talked about yet is blast processing. Which is basically very infamous. It's basically when this game was first out and the Mega Drive was coming out, the guy was like, the Mega Drive uses a new power called blast processing for best ever load times. Well, technically, look at that, 50 rings! If you haven't got special, well, this is your last zone to get special stage in, so yeah. I went off on a tangent. Oh god, the level's over. What was I saying? Blast processing.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's not real, it's just sucky advertisement. But yeah, that was the end of part 4.